You can see here. Do you see? Will be. Do you see? Unipolar cells. They will connect with second layer. Bipolar cells. Bipolar cells will will connect with multipolar cells. From multipolar cells to the posterior polar will complete axons. They will complete. Do you see? To the posterior polar. These axons will complete into the optic nerve. Do you see? You can see unipolar cells. They transform the light into the nerve impulse. They are cells, bodies of the cells, and they by same time they are receptors. Because on the histology you will study receptors can have different, do you see, shapes. And here receptors, do you see, for the vision organs, this will be rods and cones. You can see by synapses they connect with second layer. By, do you see, synapses, the second layer, bipolar cells of the second layer connect with multipolar cells. From multipolar cells, axons will complete, do you see, into the compact optic nerve, which will exit by posterior polar. Listen to me. Where the optic nerve, do you see, forms, here will not be receptors. You can see, do you see yellow, do you see? This is called optic disc. Optic disc. This is blind pointing. Because if the light will come here, will not be vision. But there, do you see, two laterally, you can see from, do you see, blind pointing is placed, do you see, the collection of the biggest portion of the rods. And do you see here will be, do you see, biggest portion of the rods. Here will be rods, cones, do you see? And here will be collection. This is called yellow field, yellow pointing, or place for the very acute vision. Did you understand? The cones, they are for the black vision. The rods, they are for the color vision. Did you understand? You can see these are sheets of the eyeball. You can see from ciliary body inside into the chamber of the eyeball, we have hanging of the processes. These are called processus ciliaris, ciliary processes. You can see inside, in the eyeball, do you see, is placed vitreous body, glass body. Glass body is not like here. It has the gelatin condition. If you will do see, will do section of the eye and will evacuate, it will expand, do you see, along of the table like soft gelatin. Do you see? And it has the shape. Why? Because this gelatin condition, if it is placed inside, it gets the shape of the place in which it is placed. You can see here will be, do you see, the vitreous body or glass body. And it is very transparent. In front of them it is placed, do you see, very strong elastic object, which is called lens. This is very elastic tissue. This will be lens. The lens is covered by capsule. This will be capsule of the lens, which by zone ligament, do you see, connects with, do you see, ciliary body. But these, do you see, connective threads which complete into the zone ligament, they are not compactly between, do you see, these, do you see, fibers, which connective fibers which do zone ligament are placed spaces. Here, do you see, will be spaces between fibers. Do you see? It is not very compact. Ciliary body, ciliary processes, they hang below. And for what are them? We have the lens, it is transparent, it is formed by elastic tissue. We have transparent vitreous body or glass body, which is transparent. And we have this transparent fibrosous tissue, which is called cornea. If they are transparent, in them cannot be vessels. But they must take the things for nutrition, they must take the oxygen, do you see? And if the vessels will be here, they will be not transparent. We will, do you see, the many black points which will produce confuse for the vision. Because ciliary processes, they produce fluid. This fluid, do you see, will locate around of the vitreous body and will give the things for nutrition, and will do into it will exit things from metabolism. It will locate around of the lens. By spaces of the zone ligament, it will go into the anterior region of the posterior chamber of the eye. Between cornea and iris is placed, do you see, anterior chamber. Behind of the iris is placed posterior chamber. Posterior chamber divides into the anterior region between lens and iris. Да, мои дорогие, wait for me.